Welcome to the CIONET podcast. My name is Hendrik Dekkers. I'm here today with Radosław Maćkiewicz, who is the CEO of COI, the Polish Center for Information Technology. A very warm welcome, Radek.
Welcome, everyone.
Radek, you have a degree in IT and an MBA from the Warsaw University of Technology. You spent a major part of your career in HPE and Microsoft, and then as a tech consultant, and you've been the CEO for the Center for Information Technology for 2 years now, where you're guiding significant IT transformation for the Polish citizens. Radek, what's the one defining trait in your career that has really shaped your leadership style and approach to digital transformation?
Yeah, so I started at Hewlett-Packard as an IT processes consultant, where I helped build and manage first-line support processes for the driver and vehicle register project. And now, 20 years later, I manage this register as the CEO of the Central for Information Technology in Poland. So things have come full circle. I have always looked for ways to improve and make things better. And a key moment in my professional life was at Microsoft, where then there was a big change with the new CEO, Satya Nadella, replacing Steve Ballmer. That's the time when the company introduced the growth mindset approach: learn new things, try, reflect, and grow. It is very important to keep moving forward. So such change also needs a proper change management process. So we had also a lot of trainings, including ProSci, to do this effectively. But most importantly, for any change or transformation is emotional engagement. It matters most, so that everyone understands why we are making the change and where we are heading.
Okay. Now, if you look back at your career, was there a moment early on that really indicated that you would be leading such big transformation projects in government IT?
I have always been fascinated by projects that make organizations better. From the start of my time at Microsoft, I also worked with public sector organizations, where managing public funds is especially important and there is no room for mistakes. I launched and delivered a large transformation program at the Agency for Restructurization and Modernization of Agriculture in Poland. It includes almost exactly 12 different projects. And over 3 years, we rebuilt the infrastructure and part of the applications, which improved the agency's security and reduced infrastructure management costs by almost 20%. Process became more efficient, and the sense of satisfaction was incredible for us.
Okay. Now, Radek, if you would not have pursued a career in digital leadership, what other career, passion-driven career might you have followed?
Maybe musician or footballer, but
who knows?
Just joking. Since the end of my primary school, when we started to use ZX Spectrum, I was sure that I wanted to work in the IT world. From time to time, I use also my experience to share knowledge with MBA students.
Now, Radek, let's start with some context. Could you describe in a nutshell what is the role of the Polish Center for Information Technology and what it does for the Polish citizens?
So COI, this is a Polish acronym, serves as the backbone of Poland's digital public services, delivering secure, user-friendly and innovative IT solutions that make daily life easier for millions of citizens. We act on behalf of and for the Minister of Digital Affairs, maintaining and developing key national registries. We provide also electronic services and digital identity for Polish citizens. It also helps to create new public services for the government, for the local government, and for the Polish citizens. But we also work with commercial companies like banks and insurance companies, transport firms, because we are helping, to integrate the public services for the citizens. And the most visible part of our work for citizens is the mObywatel, mCitizen app, which is the digital wallet containing over 20 different documents and serve as a gateway to the digital public services in Poland. Mobile app is used by almost 11 million of citizens and over 1 million logins per day.
Wow. And so in the past 2 years, you've led this profound transformation at the COI, and with the mCitizen app is really the flagship success. So if you had to pick one achievement that you're most proud of in this journey, what would that be?
We made this decision to start transformation together with team, plant and launch under the changes. We also didn't forget about our employees, so we started to build soft HR processes. We start to measure employee engagement, and we adjust our actions based on these indicators. So we have almost flat budget year over year, so we need to find effectiveness and transforming processes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and maybe you can take us back to the moment where all this big program started. What was really the spark that triggered this ambitious program?
So the spark was recognizing that citizens expected more than just digital version of paperwork. They wanted seamless integrated digital experience with demanded a complete rethink of how we delivered technology. We realized we have a large team that could work even more efficiently to deliver solutions to the Polish market. So in 2023, the team doubled size, and we wanted to introduce a new way of working to help the team grow and develop. We have ambitious goals to achieve 20 million of active users mObywatel application in 2035. With all local governments, it is almost 2,600 integrated with electronic payments.
Okay, super. And so what from the start, what were the core objectives really for this program?
Yeah, so our main objectives were to replace legacy approach with agile delivery, dramatically reduce the technical debt, and position mObywatel application as a strategic, continually evolving project at the heart of Polish public digital life.
Okay. Now, if you look back, to what extent have you reach these objectives?
So maybe it is a truism, but if you want to manage well, you need to measure things. So we make all the decisions based on the data. We carefully collect feedback from the market and from employees, and we constantly make adjustments to improve our products or internal processes.
So could you go a little bit more into detail on the results, Radek?
Yes, so we measure, for example, app rating in mobile application in the Google Store and the Apple Store, and the first rates were about 3. So we engage our citizens in the evaluation. We also collect the data from the feedback in the stores. And we make and implement continuous improvement in the processes, how to build this application together with the citizens. We didn't also measure the employee engagement. So 2 years ago, we start to measure employee engagement, also to know how the organization is working and what is the feeling about the changes in the organization and the engagement at the employees. So it is also important, to make this adjustments to the processes. So we also jumping from 20 in NPS to 47.
Okay, so you have dramatically improved the NPS. The number of users are really growing to 11 million, with a target to go to 20 million. The app ratings have become excellent nowadays. What was really the 3 critical success factors that made the delivery possible?
So, we made the decision to make this radical shift to Agile. We have in the development team almost 700 specialists, from analytic architects, developers, and testers. So it was the huge department, and we reorganized this department from 700 specialists into 46 interdisciplinary product teams. So we make radical shift to agile ways of working. We implemented 46 cross-functional product teams. We fostering a culture where every team member felt real ownership of our digital product. And we also introduced KPIs for teams and for individual roles, which enable us to focus on the essential objectives.
Okay, super. Now, in a big project like this, there's many different stakeholders. There you touch on ministries, on millions of citizens, and then on all your different internal teams. How do you how do you get all these stakeholders on board?
I am most proud of turning mObywatel application into a truly citizen-centric product, trusted and used by millions. It became a symbol of digital Poland's progress. But we also collaborate with ministries to add new document and services. It is not only the Ministry of Digital Affairs, but also other ministries from the government. We also support banks in serving citizens identity verification at the branch. So it takes a few minutes with plastic ID and just few seconds with mObywatel application via QR code. We also handling the processes like road collision, for example, and handling road collision in a paper form, reporting to the insurer, takes about an hour, whereas with mObywatel application, it takes just 6 or 7 minutes.
Okay, super. Now, can you share an example of really a tough moment in this project? I mean, you had to serve you had to convince employees that were working there for a long time. They were used to working in a waterfall method. They had to adopt new methods of working. So how did you manage to win the support and to keep the momentum alive in this program?
Yeah, we spoke, with all departments, especially for the management, as well as with employees at the lower levels. We discussed what the new way of working would look like, whatever it was good for COI, what cross-functional teams are, and how we could organize the move to these teams in different areas of the organization. Our main goal was to find the autonomy in delivering business value. Right after launching the pilot, we realized that we hadn't given enough attention to the product owner's role. They are responsible for gathering requirements from the ministry, market feedback, technical roadmaps, support, and bugs, so there were not enough people in this area, or they have not enough experience. So we noticed this problem and strengthened this area by moving additional people from other roles and supporting skills developer there. Yeah.
Okay, super. Now, beyond the immediate impressive results, are there any long-term new capabilities that this transformation has created for your center?
We now have reusable technology platforms built on an API-first model, and our teams have developed a strong sense of product ownership. Which means we can respond to new challenges much faster and more efficiently. For example, we built a design system using open source components, which let us reuse ready-made parts to build mobile applications and websites. And thanks to this, we creating new mObywatel application that meets eIDAS 2.0 standards, is much faster and cheaper for us.
Okay. And how has this transformation made the COI, your agency, more agile, more resilient, more future-proof?
We are now structured to adapt quickly to change. recover rapidly from setbacks, and continuously innovate, making COE truly future-proof. We have components we can reuse. We have cross-functional teams can move to different areas and focus on the goals that are important in the time. Product responsibilities embedded at the all levels with infrastructure and architecture optimized for growth. Team development and composition, for example, mobile, Angular, backend developers are tailored to product needs. We improve managerial skills at the lowest level that support our effectiveness as well.
Okay, and how has the focus on DORA metrics, for instance, changed the way that you measure and manage the health of your software delivery lifecycle?
By focusing on DORA metrics, we now have objective, actionable insights into our delivery processes. It helps us to identify bottlenecks and drive continuous improvement, and teams using the new model have shown substantial improvement in DORA metrics, moving from low towards medium or high. Time to restore service is also very important for us, and we see also huge progress in this area.
Okay, let's talk a little bit more about your personal leadership. I mean, becoming an effective leader often means that you need to step outside of your comfort zone. So could you share maybe an example from the mObywatel journey where you did this and how it paid off?
So I stepped outside my comfort zone when I empowered teams to make key product decisions independently. It was a leap of faith that led to the greater innovation and ownership in the teams. I encourage also the team to take risk and take responsibility for this decision before the minister.
Okay. Now, every program has its great moments, but there's also some downsides, some mistakes that sometimes get made. Could you maybe share what was the most brilliant mistake, a misstep in the program that happened and that taught you something and that helped you improve the program?
Yeah, it was insufficient involvement from the business side forced us to focus on this area during the second phase of the transformation. And this issue at the beginning enhanced our competences in this area, and now the team operate very efficiently.
Okay, if I would go around in your offices and talk to your teams, and so how do you think they would describe you when you're not in the room, and what do you think they would say about you?
Extremely difficult question, but they would probably say that I'm demanding but fair and empathic, always pushing for better results, but also deeply supportive of the team's growth and well-being.
Okay, super. So what is it in your life and in your work that really drives you? What gives you energy in your work and in your life?
So I'm driven by the impact our work has on people's everyday lives, and by the opportunity to build something meaningful with a talented team. So this is the most important for me.
Okay. Now, what do you see as the biggest challenge or maybe the biggest opportunity that you're most excited by that you can explore in the near future?
So I'm really excited about harnessing data and AI to deliver even more personalized and proactive public services for the citizens. We have an ambitious strategy for Poland. In 2035, 100% of the public services available online, public offices operating fully electronically internally, and digital wallet is used by 20 million citizens. And this outlook is truly fascinating.
Okay, super. Now, so let's talk a little bit more about digital leadership. If you would have to complete the following sentence and say, well, a great digital leader in the next 2 years really needs to, how would you finish that sentence?
No matter what new technologies appear, always remember that everything starts with people. You also need to be adaptable and determined to reach your goals.
Radek, last question for this interview today. If another technology leader was about to start a similar digital transformation journey tomorrow, what's the most important piece of advice that you would give them?
Start with people, build trust, empower them, and celebrate every win. No matter how small, always remember to prepare for changes, and these are always challenging processes.
Okay, super. And on that note, Radek, thank you so much for your time today. It was really a pleasure. I look forward to meeting you face to face very soon.
Thank you very much.